My name's Adam Cegielski. I'm CEO and Director of Goldline Resources. We are a junior exploration company in Sweden and Finland. For those of you that don't know much about Scandinavia in general, this is really an underexplored part of the world. These are very rich greenstone belts that have hosted wonderful deposits, but really underexplored. Finland and Sweden only opened up to foreign investment in the mid-90s. So you've really got, similar to the Abitibi region of Ontario and Quebec, but really only explored for about 20 years, maybe 15 years. Really good geopolitical climate for putting mines into production. Easy to get things permitted. Very good workforce. Tier 1 jurisdictions around the world. We recently made a discovery in our Sweden project, and our Finland project was acquired from Agnico Eagle about a year ago. We've got 6 projects in total. Most of them are on the top left side, which is the northern part of Sweden, called the Goldline Belt. Historically, it was named for that. What we're doing is we're finding projects, and we've identified projects that have been discovered by the Geological Survey of Sweden, and really been in the databases there for quite some time. And at the bottom of the market in 2017, EMX, one of our technical partners, acquired these projects, and we took them public about a year and a half ago. And about a year ago, we acquired our most senior project in Finland, which is the Oijärvi project. A little bit about the company: 135 million shares outstanding. We're a $10 million market cap company. We've been as high as a 65, 70 million market cap company. We've got about 45% of our shares held institutionally with good companies and good shareholders. Recently closed the financing with Sprott Global out of California for $3 million, which they now own about 15% of the company. Agnico Eagle owns about 4.5% of the company, and EMX Royalty, who was the original founder of the projects, owns about 9% of the company. Fantastic team we've put together. I've got Toby Pierce as our chairman, ex-GMP, and co-founder of Benchmark Metals. Eric Jensen, who's exploration manager for EMX Royalties, on our board, and really this was his vision originally, to put a Scandinavian project together. Myself, I've had some success in mining, working with Caden Resources, which was eventually sold to Agnico for $200 million. We recently brought in Benjamin Gelber, VP Exploration. He is a former Barrick, former Asanko Mining. He took that project from original discovery all the way through to commercial production. So we've built a really good in-house team, and some real world-class advisors joined our team. We recently added Douglas Cater. He was Vice President of Exploration at Kirkland Lake. We have Louis Thiel, former Newmont Mining, and Jim Gregg, Benchmark Metals here. Benny Matheson is one of our advisors from Sweden, real old school mine finder. So really good senior team. Gord Keep here, who works with Frank Juster at Fiore. Good senior team, good leadership, good jurisdiction. And most recently, we attracted Sprott Global because of the recent success we had at our Paubacken project. So jumping into Sweden here, this is called the Goldline Belt. In 2017, all of these projects that you can see highlighted were basically dropped. We went in and grabbed almost 100 kilometers of strike length on this first order structure. We're blanket covering Barsele to the north, which is got about a 5 million ounce deposit, which they've partnered with Agnico Eagle on. Agnico's put about $40 million into that project. So the anchor project on the belt is Agnico's 5 million ounces with Barsele. To the south of us is a successful group of companies. So we've got over 85 kilometers, 60,000 hectares, real large district scale play. As we make our discoveries, we learn more, and we can apply that across the entire belt. As you can see, to the south of us is an open pit mine called Svartaliden that was mined out in 2012. That's owned by Dragon Mining, and to the south of us with Dragon Mining, they've also got their Fäboliden deposit, which is currently going into production, and they're going to use the mill, which is about a kilometer from the new discovery that we just made. So ultimately we're sitting on a belt with an incredibly strong position. 3 companies own 100% of an entire district, so very rare situation to have this size of a project controlled ultimately by 2, maybe 3 companies. And usually on these sort of first order shear structures, you're going to find that deposit within 10, 15 kilometers of that zone. And ultimately we're focused and pushing forward but you find gold where gold has existed before. This is going to be a 10 million ounce plus belt. Agnico and Barsele's project will move forward because of the low cost of energy, and because of just the political climate and the stability of Sweden. This is a fantastic project. So we're around the right kind of areas, the right kind of deposits, and ultimately, at a 10 million market cap, we're quite shocked at where we are today, which I think everyone is probably saying that in this market. Exploration plans for the next year. In Sweden, you do a lot of this shallow drilling originally to hit the bedrock. We're covered by a thin veneer, glacial veneer overburden, so we've got a punctured little 15, 20-meter holes in, very similar to what Rupert Resource did very successfully in Finland. Rupert went from a $20 million company to a $1 billion company because of systematic exploration on very similar geological structures that we're dealing with here. So what you'll see is a follow-on of a bunch of summer base of till drilling, really zoning in on where we made our discovery, and ultimately diamond drilling to show at least another 2 or 3 similar holes to what we've already found. If you look at what we're talking about, this main structure down the middle is our first order structure. You can see this is a very clearly altered, very big geochemical and geophysical anomaly. That little box at the bottom represents about a 4.5 kilometer hydrothermal system that we've identified. So really, that gold has been identified from somewhere at depth. And when you've got a 4 or 5 kilometer long target, you're obviously, have that potential to host a very significant deposit. Rupert Resources found their 4 million ounces probably in a project half this size. So, you don't attract the kind of talent that we've been able to attract without having really world-class targets. And this is obviously very exciting. We went in last year, we did a very small program because we had winter coming. We were permitted to drill until the end of December. We put 5 holes in. We hit 22.5 meters of 2.5 grams on our third hole. So very fortuitous. That's what really lit up our market. Our stock ran to about 20 cents. Sprott gave us $3 million. We raised a total of 4.1 at 16 cents a share, and today you could buy that same opportunity. That same value exists. We're today at 6 to 7 cents per share. What you'll see, again, through the bottom, the AIDA target, the Bell target, the Harpsund target, this is going to be our primary focus. We have limited capital to focus in on our projects, and we want to spend that money here at Paubacken, show the market a real discovery, show that it's in a tier 1 jurisdiction, tied in between 2 past producing and a future producing mine, and then we'll see if we can develop this into what we think should be at least $100 million opportunity that one of these companies would very likely take. And again, we're going to follow systematic exploration throughout the summer, low-cost BLEG sampling, base of till drilling to really fill in all the targets, and then go in with a diamond drill towards the end of the summer and demonstrate to the market that we do have a potential multi-million ounce discovery here. And quickly, with limited time, we acquired a fantastic project from Agnico Eagle. This is called the Oijarvi Gold Project in Finland. Agnico bought this project in 2006 from Troy Resources. They held it on their books for about a decade. They made an original discovery. We own 100% of this. And again, to the north, you could see this is where Agnico's operating the Kittilä mine. Kevitsa's up there, B2 Gold, Orion, Rupert Resources. We're about 150 kilometers south, but this is basically the most underexplored greenstone belt in Finland. We own 100% of it, and ultimately we're making, and we have a partnership with Agnico on that. A little bit more of the details. Again, this is a 35-kilometer long project, massive targets along it. We've made Agnico has a 250,000 ounce historical resource. They were projecting this to be about 1 million ounces and about 8 million ounces of silver. We bought the project for them. They stopped work on it in 2012 when they had to shut down their projects in North America, and they lost 25% of their market cap. They kept it on the books. They kept all the properties in good shape, and we bought 100% of this project, which is an entire greenstone belt. So again, very similar to what you would find in Ontario, but traditionally, this would have been in the hands of someone maybe 100 years ago. Today, that would have been explored by 50 different companies across 5 different cycles. So we're in a very, very early stages of a major discovery. 250,000 ounces. You're going to see an updated resource come out in the next couple of weeks, which is going to very likely move a lot of those ounces into the indicated category, and ultimately we're setting up for a very exciting 2023 to be able to go in and drill this, potentially double, maybe triple those ounces, and obviously hope to make new discoveries along the belt. The original ounces are on about 1.5 kilometer long strike length and only 200 meters depth. We have not tested below 200 meters, so those 250,000 ounces are within 1.5 kilometers, and we have drill holes that show that this target could be as long as 4.5 kilometers long. So when you're dealing with, multi-kilometric scale, there's obviously significant depth potential. This plunges deep. All we have to do is really go and test the depth potential, show that there's mineralized potential beneath this, and we could be exposing what could be a multi-million ounce discovery in Finland as well. Check out our website, contact us anytime. We'd love to set up a discussion. And Goldline Resources, traded on the TSX Venture Exchange, GLDL, 10 million cap. Thank you very much.